none of this is black and white. First of all, as I said yesterday, you were here yesterday, I think, that we did, I'm masculine and feminine at different levels. My body's masculine or feminine, my mind's masculine or feminine. So first of all, there's that complexity. We're different levels of our being are more or less masculine and feminine. So we're all a mixture of masculine and feminine anyways. And then all of us love playing the whole spectrum at times. I love ecstatic dancing on lovey-dovey times with all of my friends. I love Zen silence. I love it all. I hope everybody does. I mean, it's fantastic. So, yeah, everyone should do all of it. I'm like addressing cases. I'm addressing situations. And women don't come to me and say, I'm meeting so many conscious men, I don't know what to do. If they were, I wouldn't talk about what I'm talking about. So I'm really kind of addressing a situation. And I'm saying, why don't you attract conscious men? Because you meditate. That's what I'm trying to say. So those masculine spiritual practices, what I call masculine, so putting attention in consciousness results, sitting in front of the wall, as you said, which is the same. That's why you sit in front of the wall, so there's nothing to attend to. You can just be consciousness. There's no objects to attend to. So being consciousness, nothing guises the body. You could feel it. The breath kind of calms down. There's no energy in the body. You just sit. I mean, the Buddha, there's all kinds of myths about whatever, cobras guarding him and snails guarding him. You just sit there forever. So that's the masculine. That's not what the masculine's attracted to sexually. And all I'm trying to say is, if you're a woman and you enjoy doing that, you should do that. And don't expect a masculine man to want to have sex with that energy. That's all. He would move into the feminine, his feminine, to have sex with that energy, which I enjoy doing plenty of time. It's fun to play the whole spectrum, I think. Personally, I love the whole thing. I tend heavily toward the masculine, but as you can see, I've got plenty of feminine. So all I'm trying to say is, if you're not attracting men who are conscious enough for you, then in your own body mind, you're overemphasizing the masculinization of it. And if your spiritual practice is sitting in front of a wall, you may want to at least do as much dance to balance it out as possible so that guys notice you. That's all. You should meditate, dance, whatever your heart pleases. We're all such unique beings. Lord knows what we need in every particular moment. We're works of art. I just have become like a scientist of the effect of that, and I want to share it with you. Meditate as much as you want. You're going to attract feminized men. Happy men, bouncy men, cheerful men, fun men. Men who like to have fun, men who like to travel, men who like to give oral sex are feminized men in general. So women love it until you want something else, until you want to, only when you're in your feminine do you want that experience of being like taken to your core, like a thunderbolt, like incapacitated, smithereened by love. Only in your feminine do you want that. In your masculine, you don't want to be taken by that. So, in meditation, you don't want to be taken by that. One's complete in consciousness. There's no sex in meditation. That's why there's no sex in monasteries. I think that's the best way, changing it up, playing it. It's the tricky part, though, is you can't do it spontaneously unless you're both really experienced, because it throws you off. Like, you're waiting to be ravished, and the guy comes in. Do you know what I mean? There'll be a moment where you go, oh, fuck. So that's what I'm talking about. You want to get the art down. It's okay to change back and forth, but you can't just randomly change and expect someone to know immediately. They're already deep. You've spent 10 hours, bathing and touching. You're deep in the feminine. He comes in, I want to be feminine this time. I mean, it would kill you, So there's a kind of loving art to it where you do get to change up anytime you want, but you should have some degree of here it goes, ready, now you're in charge, because whoever's in the masculine, by the way, so whoever's in the masculine is responsible for what happens next. That's the definition of the masculine. So in a sexual moment, if you're both there what do we do? That's because the masculine's an idiot, whoever's playing the masculine. So the masculine has, and the secret for those of you guys who are going, well, I don't know what the fuck to do. I don't either, just so you know. So the secret for the masculine is to do anything, and feel her response, and instantly correct in response to her response. So for instance, you're laying on top of your woman making love, you want to take it deeper, you have no idea what to do, she's laying there, you're laying there. It's what do I do? So take her arm and just do anything. So I'm going to say move it, but don't just move it like this. This is your arm, this is hers, I don't know. I'm like a ventriloquist. So you would take her arm and move it, but very slowly. So you'd look into your partner's eyes and breathe with her and maybe move it like this. And if she went like this, if she went, that's a yes. So you keep moving it that way. But then she goes, and that little bit of hold means it's not comfortable. So guys, you have to tune into that. So she goes, and now you just kind of bring it back here. And she goes, ah. Now, it's a dance. It's a spontaneous dance, seriously. And eventually, when you tune in a long-term relationship, you tune into each other and you kind of know some paths you can take together. But that's how you know how to make love. That's how you know what to do. The masculine has no idea otherwise.
Recordings of live talks and workshops are available at www.deida.live. That's DEIDA.LIVE.